Hi everybody, welcome to a new episode of HSP TV. Today is episode 54 and it's about the cycle of mentations. I am doing the live visioning quest with Michael Beckwith, and I want to talk about all the lessons that I'm learning, and this is the lesson of day 10. And the cycle of mentation is when you keep thinking the same things over and over and over again, with no end. And it's actually quite different from thinking, because thinking is returning to creativity to discover new insights or new ways of thinking about something or handling something, while mentations are regurgitating the same thoughts over and over again. And people who are in victim consciousness often are in a perpetual state of mentation, because they regurgitate the same thoughts over and over again, usually thoughts that they have been thinking for months or maybe even years. And this is not thinking, this is mentating. And these people are also candidates for emotional contagion. And that's what I talked about in episode 53. So if you have missed it, you can still watch it when you go to my YouTube channel. The way out of the cycle of mentation is through realizing that we have a choice. We can choose how we respond to situations. We can choose how we respond to gossip. We can choose to respond to how people treat us or to what people say to us. And what I see happening a lot with people who are in a state of victimhood is that they go looking for proof that the state that they are in is actually true. They find validation in what they read in newspapers, or validation in what they see on TV, or validation even in what they read on other people's social media pages. You go to Facebook and you see somebody else just booked a really nice vacation, and this proves to you that you indeed are lesser than that other person, or that you indeed don't deserve any happiness at all. And that's finding proof that basically substantiates your thoughts that things are happening to you, which is what is happening when you are in victim consciousness. And they don't realize that they already possess what is required to activate their powers and to positively influence the life structures that I talked about in a different episode. And it's so sad to see that, because victimhood actually goes against your true nature. There eventually comes a time when you grow out of it, that you become so sick and tired of feeling sick and tired that the only way out of that is to actually change. And this usually goes through pain or through insight. So something happens to us that causes big pain, great pains, or it forces us to take a long, hard look at ourselves or our situation, and this can lead to insight, and that brings us into the power of choice, because choice is like the function of expanded awareness. We can choose rather than react. Our autopilot programs fire whenever something happens to us, and it feels like you don't have a choice in your reaction. That's because something gets triggered in yourself. Eckhart Tolle calls this the pain body, and it's basically an autopilot program that fires every time it gets triggered by something that happens in your life, something painful or something that you don't really like. And then this triggers this autopilot program of a set actions that follow each other. But that's reacting to situations without having any control. And you do have control. You do have control over your reaction. You can choose if you want to react to something or how you want to react to something. Hi, Nivet, nice of you to join. And I see Topaz Coaching has joined and Nature Plus Coaching has joined. Awesome that you're here, guys. I love you. Thank you for watching. And if you have any questions about what I'm talking about, or if you want to discuss a situation that you have experienced, don't hesitate to type it into the comment section, and I will answer your question or talk about your situation as well. So back to topic. Every second of every day, we have a choice. You are not led by your thoughts. You can control your thoughts and you can choose how you want to react. And it's not something that we are used to, so it won't be easy in the beginning, but it starts with becoming aware that you do have that choice. You can choose what you believe, and actually what you choose to believe affects you on every level, including your genetics. There's a book by Bruce Lipton. It's called The Biology of Belief. And in it, he talks about your belief system, so the things that you believe about yourself, but also that you believe about life. And I talked about this in the previous episode. It's called Rules. So if you missed it, go to my YouTube channel and watch it. But he says that the things that you believe in life have an effect on your cells, on your biology, on the building blocks of which you are made. But that also means that when you choose to believe other things, or when you transform your limiting beliefs into supporting beliefs, for instance, that you can have a positive effect on your health, and not only on your life, but also on your actual cells, on your actual health. And this is a new revolutionary way of thinking, because I had never thought that what I believed had a direct effect on my health, or how my cells react, or how I am standing in my life. So that was a real eye-opener today in this lesson, to learn that your beliefs have a direct impact on your cells, on your biology. That what you believe can actually alter what you are made up out of. And it's really good to let that sink in, to become aware that it has such a profound effect, but also to realize that you can change it. I've written a free ebook, by the way, that's about transforming your limiting beliefs into supporting beliefs. So if you go to my website, www.hspcoachbarbara.com, so BARBERA.com, you can find my free ebook on how to change your beliefs, and actually also change your health, but also the situation in life and how you look at it. So what victims tend to do is what I talked about, finding proof of that they really are a victim of their circumstances. But what if you could let that go and instead start to empower yourself, start to actively work on creating a better life for yourself, creating a better health through changing your beliefs. That way you can change your destiny and you can start to embrace it. He says, Michael says, become conscious of mentations without being sucked into them. So become aware of the thoughts that you are thinking on a day-to-day basis. Because once you start to realize the things that you are thinking every day, the entire day, you might even be shocked about the negativity of your thoughts. Most of us have so many negative thoughts, and we also have these voices in our head that seem to confirm all the negative things that we are talking about. And if we then read on social media, or see in even a series or a movie how much better off other people have or seem to have, because what people tend to show to the outside world is just what they want other people to see, and might not be what is actually going on in their inside, then you can change your life. You can change your destiny. You can change the way that people look at you. You can change how you look at yourself. You can change your life. You can start to create a life for yourself that makes your heart sing. So how awesome is that? How cool is that, that you have this power over your own body, your cells, just by changing your beliefs? And it starts with realizing that you have a choice. You don't have to fire that autopilot program and just go off into a chain reaction of reaction to reaction to reaction. But you can stop when things happen and think, okay, I feel that this is what I usually do when things happen, but do I want to? Do I want to continue on this path? Do I want to take all these next steps? Or do I actively want to choose to react in a different way? Or maybe to not even react at all? And what I see a lot with sensitive people like we are is that we are very sensitive to what other people think and say about us. But what if we don't have to? What if we don't have to react to what they say? What if we don't have to feel hurt by what they say or by the way they act? What if we could choose to just stop it right there? Choose to build a different autopilot program, or choose to not respond to it at all. Choose to stay in our own strength, stay with our own worth, and choose to not respond to their accusations or to their lack of love or lack of support or lack of how they value you, but instead focus on yourself, on the person that you are and the person that you want to be and the responses and reactions that you want to give, and choose also where you want to invest your energy in. Because let's face it, some people are just not worth your energy. They're not worth your time. They are not worth your response. So what we choose to believe, it affects us on every level in our life, on our physical level, on a mental level, but also on a biological level, actually ourselves. So very eye-opening lesson today. And he also explained some of the ways in which we can have more influence on it. And that is, for instance, to take regular time in our day to sit down and to actually make contact with our thoughts and to start writing down what we are thinking without any, how should I put this, without judging our thoughts. Just be like an impersonal objective, a spectator on your life, and just start writing down the thoughts that you feel popping up in your head, not judging them, not weighing them, but just start writing down your thoughts. And then later on, look at them, and then you start to become more aware of your thoughts. You start to be conscious of when you start thinking negative thoughts, and then you have the power to stop them in their tracks right then and right there, and to start choosing other thoughts. Because at any given moment in our day, any time, we can choose to start thinking about our next holiday, or the things that make us happy, or the people that we love. We have that power, and we just need to exercise it. We need to grab that power and actively change our thoughts so that we change our beliefs and then change our lives. And it's such powerful stuff to realize this and to come into contact with this. So for me, it was a really wonderful lesson again today. And he also talked about mindfulness. And mindfulness is being in the present now. And that is also one of the things that Eckhart Tolle talked about. He says, most of us, we tend to be either in the past or in the future. And he says that the things that happen to us in the past, the things that happen to us in the past, they are set in stone. You cannot change them. They have already happened. You can think about them, you can worry about them, you can put a lot of time and effort and energy in them, but nothing's going to change because they've already happened. So it's basically a waste of your time and a waste of your energy. And the other thing is to have, to be, I'm sorry, my cat is making a horrible noise. The other thing is to be aware of your future, to just think about what might happen or what will happen or what is going to happen. And this will also not benefit you, because all the worrying, all the doubting, all the things that you're thinking about with regards to your future, the chance of them actually happening is less than 1%. So you can also put a lot of time and effort into worrying about the future, but if the chance that they are going to happen is less than 1%, why would you want to? So best is to stay in the moment, to stay in the now. And that is what mindfulness is, because that is the only place that you have any control or influence over. If you don't like what you're doing right now, then choose to do something else. If you don't think or don't like what you're thinking right now, choose to think something else. If you don't like the people that are in your life right now, kick them out and make some new friends. So now is the only part of your life that you have any control over. So these are the things that he mentions to get out of your cycle of mentation, to leave behind your victim state, and to take back the power of your life. So that is what I wanted to share with you today, because I thought how wonderful it is for me to learn those lessons, and I think they can also really benefit you. So thank you for watching, thank you for being here, and I'll see you again in the next HSP TV episode. Bye for now.